Welcome to a new Shunaji Creates. Today I'm going to be talking about Cosmic Blues, the EP, but mainly the title track, Cosmic Blues. Let's get started. First of all, shout out to all my collaborators on this track. Maria Grapsa, amazing. John Wright, amazing. Shakira Malkani, amazing. I actually started recording sessions with Shakira, who was playing the drums on Cosmic Blues, and a big theme for us was soundscaping. So we got together and started thinking about how can we convey the theme of outer space exploration with drums. And a big element were the toms, and you'll hear them especially in the solo, like in the bridge and in the outro of the song. The way that Shakira plays the toms, for me, is really amazing. It makes me think of like a mechanical sort of engine movement that's kind of emblematic of the space shuttle. So you have to imagine that you're in a space shuttle. Okay, we're going on a journey. This is Cosmic Blues, the EP, 4 tracks, you know where it's at. And that was a big part of it. And then my part was mainly like obviously producing the track and designing the synth. So the intro lead synth for me has become probably like a signature sound that is in my sound library now. I really like that sort of soul-y, open, launching synth sound. So it's like, and it feels like, you're taking off in the shuttle. That was a really important sound, and probably like the first sound that I created when I was thinking about what is Cosmic Blues all about. And that was the first sample that I made on my Roland Gaia. Maria, she came to this precise room and we started recording some roads. So there's some roads, she's doing licks, and then she's got an amazing solo in the bridge that I was talking about. And then we just performed some of the chords that I had already recorded. She re-recorded them. So that was really beautiful. And then John Wright also came to this room and he laid down the bass for Dirty Girls and Cosmic Blues in like 3 hours, which was amazing. And that was really special. The title came from reflections about the cosmos and like, what does it mean to be on Earth? What does it mean to be inside the universe? And for me, awareness of the universe and the beyond is a really important part of knowing myself and understanding like ancient history and ancient traditions. I'm really interested in different cultures and civilizations, from the Etrurians to the Sumerians, to Latin, Greek mythology, which has always influenced a lot of my lyrics, from Welcome all the way to Cosmic Blues. Also, I have been increasingly interested in Native American populations and traditions. So in the EP, generally, you will see and hear, mainly hear, different sonic elements that actually come from Navajo traditions, like so Native American tribes and their music that I've been learning about and studying more ever since traveling through California, which is where I wrote a big part of the EP and where I just gathered a lot of inspiration for the sounds that I was going to use. And Cosmic Blues, like as a track, for me represents like a sort of dream state where I'm actually visualizing where I want to go with my imagination. And that is like totally beyond planet Earth, to think about like new realities or like new planets in different galaxies. That for me is in itself something that I will never get over. The idea and very possibly the fact that there are different galaxies with different types of planets, but there is a very, very high chance that there are other planets in different galaxies that are basically the same that planet Earth is in the solar system. The sun is a star, and we know that there are other stars. It's just about there being a star as bright and hot as the sun. And where there is such star, a combination of different elements like water and other minerals can give life to different life forms. So for me, Cosmic Blues is all about the melancholy of knowing that there probably are these realities, and that as humans, we are kind of caged into our own atmosphere. And it's beautiful how the imagination can actually allow us to break those boundaries and to explore those places, even though we've never been there. And that's what Cosmic Blues is all about. I'm also super proud of the vocal work I did on that track. I felt genuinely that that was the first track where I was able to express myself as a vocalist. The only other track that you will be hearing in the EP is called Wild Coast. And again, I think there's a lot of indigenous wisdom and indigenous tradition in that track. All of the sonic elements really re-evoke nature settings and nature sounds. So there's a lot of focus on reverb. This specific like hoo 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 that I did when I was on this cliff in Sequoia National Park, and it just echoed everywhere. And the birds started talking back to me, and I was tripping out so much. And I wasn't even high, or maybe a little bit, but just that connection with the earth. And it's not just about outer space, but it's like connection with celestial bodies and matter and different life forms and animals all around us, chemicals, just everything that is part of our reality, connecting with that and understanding how sound is so pervasive and how it creates like a new avenue of communication between different life forms as well, how we can be inspired and touched and moved by different nature sounds, for example. So that was a big part of making Wild Coast. And generally, I think the EP in itself reconciles the tension between earth and what's beyond, the ancient and the modern. And it's all about my journey into discovering these different elements and traditions and trying to translate them into what is meaningful to me and what I understand about it. So Cosmic Blues was really groundbreaking in this sense, and I'm looking forward to sort of continuing on that path of discovering musical tradition, which is something that I have done, but not as much as I would have liked to. Innovation is really reconciliation with the past and becoming whole again. And I think that's what Cosmic Blues is really about, and criticizing to some degree, our mundane pleasures and the things that we do on a daily basis just to sort of fill that gap, that emptiness that is, the unknown. And for me, electronic music and hip hop has allowed me to break those boundaries, to explore new possibilities. And this EP specifically means so much to me. Sorry if I'm ranting. It's just like, I'm very proud that it's out in the world. I want to shout out to all the artists that were involved. Shagira Malkani, John Wright, Maria Grapsa have been amazing on Cosmic Blues. Thank you so much for being part of that. We've got Jelly Cleaver, Katie Moberly, Alexa Nava, and Tash Carey on Wild Coast. Amazing tune. So happy to have made that. Meta Shiba, Laura Impalomini, and John Wright with Maria Grapsa as well on Dirty Girls. That track is majestic, and so happy that I've made it. Sometimes I listen to it and I'm like, is this even like something that I started? Because wow. And that was beautiful. Mairu Jama and Alexa Nava again with Shakira Malkani on My Mind. Y'all are amazing. The EP was mixed by James Yard. Big up, James. You are an absolute G. And mastered by Andrew and Mike at Metropolis. Thank you so much for supporting me. Please cop the EP on Bandcamp and pre-save it or whatever's happening right now. Just, support it. And I'll give you more updates on future releases. Go check out my interviews. I've done a few with Quasar Magazine, Chromatic Magazine, Equate Magazine, talking a bit more about Afrofuturism. And if you got any questions, drop them in the comments or DM me or write me at info@shunaji.com. Until then, bye.